An auction is an extremely efficient mechanism for creating optimality in supply and demand.
So Phil, what's the role of an auction in the exchange and commodities markets?
Well, I think there's a few different roles for an auction in those markets actually. I think primarily an auction delivers price discovery, so that's its primary purpose in an exchange or a commodity market, both interchangeable. There is, what is the current market sentiment, or the right price for whatever's been bought or sold. So I think that's the first thing. In exchanges as well, if you look at things like block trades and end of day, an auction is used basically to clear the market, so to make sure that you basically match supply and demand and clear the market. So I think those are the two aspects of it, but really it's an efficient mechanism of creating competitive tension and making sure that you realise the right price. And in an exchange you might have something which doesn't have enough liquidity for it to be a continuous market, and in those cases an auction is good at concentrating liquidity and creating the transactions.
So Phil, how are auctions improving existing exchanges between business-to-business markets?
Well, they're doing the same thing as they would do with a kind of normal exchange. They're creating an efficiency through electronification in some cases. So I think that's one part of it, is that you're creating a mechanism, a discussion about price in an electronic environment, and so you're able to remove maybe some of your overhead in sales and marketing, for example. But also what they're doing is they're allowing you to create the right level of competitive tension and to make sure you realise the right price. And in doing so, as a byproduct of that, you're also able to discover what the right market price is, so you can start to surface pricing information to the market, which is a useful tool to work out if you're holding some inventory or some service or something like that, what's the current value of that, so you're marking to market. So an auction is an extremely efficient mechanism for creating optimality in supply and demand, and that's what we do. And I think the time is right for that, because there's a lot of volatility in certain markets, and also there's a need to be more competitive and more efficient. So I think it's answering a few different problems depending on what type of marketplace it is.
Well, thank you Phil for joining us at Birkenstock 2016.
You're welcome, thanks very much.
And thank you for watching. Don't forget to click back for more interviews like this. Goodbye for now.